All right, let's get started. Hi, I'm Bill. Welcome to the channel. It is February 7th, 2024. And this video is to see how I did in building out a new mini computer to run nighttime imaging and astronomy, also known as N.I.N.A. And I'm heading out tomorrow towards Arizona, where on the 10th I should be in place at Alamo Lake State Park in Arizona. So, all right. So what you see here is on the left, that's the new BeeLink SER computer. It has a Ryzen 7 processor and it's 16 gigs of RAM. And on the right, what you see is the GLINet Burl router that I use. So I plug my mini computer into the Burl router, and then I create a local area network at the site that then my laptop and other devices connect to manage either my mini computer, or on my Edge HD8, I'm running the PrimaLuce Lab Eagle 5S. So, and you see down there, it's powered by the Jackery. So what I'm doing here is I'm replicating everything just as if I would be in the field. And here's my mess of cables. But when I get to the field, I'll tidy them all up. So what I have now is the complete system connected, and I'm going to see, does everything work? But let's just quickly run over what I loaded. And I did create a build document on what I needed to capture from my BeeLink U59 and migrate over. And then, of course, I started with the ASCOM platform, EQMOD. And Robin, I did see your comment, if you happen to see this video, about the Green Swamp server. I've kind of been looking into that off and on. When I have enough room in my time to maybe look at implementing that, I think it's worth giving it a shot. So I appreciate you taking time to drop a comment and mention that. And then since I'm running the Pegasus Astro Pocket Power Box Advanced, I needed to download their Unity platform, and then N.I.N.A. And I'm running the version 3 beta, which is at 0.15 right now. And I downloaded the Sky Atlas and the offline Sky Map. And then for plate solving, I downloaded ASTAP. PhD2 is what I use for guiding. And since I use ASI camera, electronic autofocuser, the AM5 mount, there were some device-specific things I needed to download off of the download center at ZWO. And then I do use the Giotto LED panel, so I needed to download that driver. And for my recently added WandererAstro Mini V2 Rotator, I needed to download this driver. And I downloaded the top one here. I'll put a link to all these sites in the event you have an interest in maybe building out a mini computer for yourself to run N.I.N.A. All right, so enough about that. So let's put it to the test now. How did I do? The moment of truth. So let's see if we can connect. That's always a good start. Okay. Bingo. Okay, we got a connection. So now the next thing I would normally fire up is the Unity platform. So let's see how this does. And this will manage my Pegasus Astro Pocket Power Box Advance. And all right, there we go. We'll bring that up. Great. Okay. Looks like it should look, so we're going to bring that down. Now let's bring up PhD2. And let's see if we can get connected here. mount. Okay, that's good. So that much is good. Now let's bring up N.I.N.A. All right, and let's connect the equipment now. I understand there is a plugin that I can use to create a script, or maybe I don't even need a plugin, but I can create a script to connect everything. And I think I'll do that in the future. Right now, we're just going to walk through this manually. So the 294. Good. We want to see these green things down here. Let me get rid of the my picture here. Video. All right. So we want to see these success things here. Filter wheel. Uh-oh. Filter wheel. Communication failure. Okay. Well, let's see what else is going on. All right, that's a success. Let's connect the rotator. Okay, we'll set that current as 0. And let's go back to this filter wheel. And did I pick the right one? Yeah, no, I did. Huh? Let's try it a second time. I wonder. Okay, second time success on the filter wheel. All right, something that I'll make note of and keep in mind. I'll double check my USB connections and try and understand why I got that that error. So let's close these. So where are we at? Telescope. Okay, good there. Let's go into the guider. Since we have PhD2 running, that's good. I'm going to stop this though. Okay. And then the other one I have is open weather. Okay, so that's good. So now let's just see if we can move the telescope. So let's take a look at my layout. Okay, my layout is the way I expected it to look. And so let's see if we can, let's start with the rotator. So let's go back into the equipment, go into the rotator, and let's move it 45 degrees. And you'll have to take my word for it, but it is rotating. Now that I have the right adapters for the WandererAstro Mini V2, I now have the proper clearance between the rotator and my electronic filter wheel. So, okay, so that's good. So let's bring this back to 0. Oh, not 450. And I know there was a person, and I apologize if you see this for not remembering your name, but you said you were having trouble connecting your WandererAstro rotator to N.I.N.A, and I think you were using 2.1 or 2.3. Again, I've been on beta 3.0 since I purchased my rotator, I think. Although I think I was using 2.3 initially when I first got it just to test it out, and now I'm on 3.0. So, you know, I'm not having any issues with the driver on the beta 3.0 of N.I.N.A. Okay, and then let's move the mount a little bit, and what we should see here is in this view here, there should be authenticate that it actually moves. So let's all right, we'll leave it there. Let's see where we're at. Okay, that looks about right. As we look down here in this corner here, Now let's go back into the telescope and let's return to home. And the telescope is moving. Yeah, the AM5 always goes a little bit past and then returns to its home position. Okay, so that's good. Now let's take a look at the plugins. And ground station, let's send a test message. Hopefully you heard that. Okay, so that is working. And now target scheduler, because I needed to migrate over the SQLite databases that are part of target scheduler. So let's see how I did. Oh, yep. Okay, that all looks good. Let's take a look at the exposure templates. Yeah, that looks about right there. And then on the acquired images, I had some images in here from the 16th of January of M42. I went ahead and I purged them because of the conditions I was imaging under. On this trip, I'm going to reacquire that data on M42. And the way you purge your records is through this little tab here. So let's see, is there anything else that's of significance? I think everything is the way I hoped it would be. So let me bring my video back up for the closing. So I think that covers everything. I think I did a pretty good job. I didn't miss anything. And I think if you are a user of N.I.N.A, most of the links that I'll put in the video description should work out for you. Of course, your equipment specific drivers you would have to download. I wouldn't necessarily have links for those unless it was ZWO. But yeah, I'm very excited to be going out. It was a close call on whether or not I was going to go out because of the iffy weather, but I've just decided to do the trip. It'll take me 2 nights to get there because I want to go slow. So I'll be in Goleta tomorrow night, then Indio on Friday night. And Indio will put me about 3.5 hours from Alamo Lake State Park in Arizona. So it'll be a long trip. I plan to spend 6 nights there. If the weather is good and the moon is not too much of an issue, I may extend. But yeah, I need to get out of the house. And I realize it is Valentine's Day here in the United States coming up. But my wife's okay with me being away on that day. So I had hoped to be out in advance of Valentine's Day and back by Valentine's Day, but the weather did not cooperate. So it is what it is. All right. So if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions about installing N.I.N.A on a mini computer, how to build things out, hopefully I've demonstrated I have some level of knowledge to successfully help you with a build. So feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you if you have any questions. And Robin, thank you again for your comment and mention of the Green Swamp server, GSS. I've looked at that a while ago, and when I have some time, I think it's a project I should consider implementing. And so thank you for that reminder. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, I hope you have some good weather wherever you are. Otherwise, see you next time.